Okay. So if you go to Adobe Creative Cloud and you go to web and you go to Adobe Fonts and you launch Adobe Fonts, as long as you have your Adobe account logged in, I'm not logged in, but I'm going to log in. Come on. As long as you're logged in, you can use all these fonts that Adobe has. And there's a lot of them. So like you can just go through, and I want you to think about what fonts you want to use in your poster. So you can just so lemongrass, I'm going to use this font here. All you got to do is hit this activate button down here, and it activates the font on your computer. And you just remember the font, and in Adobe Illustrator, you could use your font tool. I'm just selecting this font. And then up here, this icon here, there's all these icons. This icon here shows any Adobe font. And so I just use lemongrass. So I'm going to go to, let me go to lemongrass. Oh, it should be activated. It should have activated the font. Damn it. Let me go back. Sorry. Activate font. Activate font. Lemongrass. There it is. Lemongrass. So now I have Adobe font. So now I can use this font. As long as it is activated, I can use this in my poster. And the last thing I want you to do, once you've created, Brandon, are you okay? Brandon, you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay. Once you've created your mood board, what I want you to do is go to select all, Command A, which means select all, and then hit create outlines. Create outlines. And now the outlines, and then you can save this file, save as a PDF file. The reason why is if I get your PDF file, and you could save it as a high quality print. If I get your PDF file, I won't have to be able to activate every single person's font on my end. I can just open up your PDF file and look at your mood board, because I'm going to give you feedback. So I got my mood board here as a PDF file. See? So I can look at your mood board, give you feedback, and then you could start your COVID poster. So a few things about the COVID poster. What you could do, there are many things you can approach the COVID poster. You could do it in Photoshop, or you could do it in Illustrator, or do it in both. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my document. So the document should be 11 by 17. I think it's 11 by 17. And I've got my document in Illustrator, and I am going to do a combination of Illustrator and Photoshop. So I just want to show you this technique. And let's see. Let me get a person. Okay. I got this person's face. And in Photoshop, I want to get rid of the background. So this one's really easy. So I'm just going to use my magic wand tool, and then I'm going to delete the background, and notice that it's transparent now. So I've got a transparent background. And you guys learn how to take, the background out. If you save it as a PNG file, it will keep the transparency of the background. So I'm going to save it as a PNG. And then in my document in Illustrator, I'm going to go to File and Place. Come on. And I'm going to place them in my document. So I've got him in. Now, anything I put behind him, like if I want to do some cool like background texture, and I'm just using the pen tool, and I'm maybe I can bring him to front and see the background actually can, anything can go in the background, which is really cool. So I just imported a photograph into Illustrator for my poster. And then what I want to do is I'm going to import my sketch. So I'm going to go to my sketch. Oops. Where's my sketch? Oh, here's my sketch. So here's my sketch. And I'm going to go to a layer. And I'm going to make it a new, oops, that's a new artboard, new layer. And I'm going to put my sketch on the new layer and lock that layer, and then create another, another layer on top of that. So now I'm going to sketch this out and trace it, just like the pen tool exercise you did. And I'm going to color that something like that. And then Illustrator is just a shape making tool. You want to make shapes that connect. So, and then I'm going to color that like that. And then with this one, I didn't show this in an exercise, but there's a way to make a gradient, and it's here. And then if you double click this and you go to RGB, you want to stay in RGB. And then if you hit option, you can create more colors. I'm gonna make that. Oops. So I've got this shape. Then I'm gonna make some more shapes to kind of make it look more like a like a mask.
So all of the artwork that we are going to be doing has to be like us copying over the lines and making it like a different color.
Yeah, I want you to make your own original artwork, but I'm going to show you examples of posters that you could do with images, with photos, because I'm not just limiting it to creating artwork. I am allowing you to use photographs in your project. After I show you this demo, I will show you some samples of students' work, where you can use photographs only in the project, so without creating artwork. So I am allowing you to use and manipulate photographs. But anyways, here's my mask. Oops. Shoot. Where's my layer? I want to lock that layer. Here's my mask. You know what I mean? So it's kind of strange, that guy's face, but so see, you can start building out your, and then you can put your font. If you press, and then you could use the font that you got off of, where is it? Lemongrass. If you press Command Shift greater than, it increases the font size. You could rotate it. You could change the color. So I'm going to share with you some student work, so you can see the variety of options. So I have my students at Pomfret do this project as one of their first projects. So this one, Kyla, is all just photographs, and she imported it into Illustrator. She masked out the virus, and then she put this logo on top of it. And then she took a photograph here and then made the Black Lives Matter yellow. And then this person took a photograph in Photoshop and adjusted the photograph to make it like that, and then imported the PNG into Illustrator and did all this and added the icons herself. And then this person did these two in Illustrator, like these two drawings, and just did the typography. This person did everything in Illustrator. This person masked out using the mask tool this photograph and made these guys colored, and then inverted the mask selection and lowered the saturation of the background to make it gray. And that was it. He did that in Photoshop. This was all done in Illustrator. This was a combination of using photography and Illustrator in Illustrator. This was all done in Illustrator. Same with this. This was brought into Illustrator, and he created what was an image trace. So I could take this image here. I'll show you what an image trace is. It was in a video that I posted, but oh, come on. Where's my layers? Window, layers. Oops. Oh, it's over here. So this is an image trace. If you select the image, and if you stay on Window Workspace Essential Classic, the properties will pop up here, and you can set the image trace to like maybe 6 colors, and it'll do something like that. See that? And then if you select this, you can expand it, and then object expand, object ungroup, and you can get rid of this white background on it. So it turns it into individual shapes, which is a pretty cool effect. You see?
Mm-hmm.
And then let's see some more posters. This was all done in Illustrator, all the shapes and coloring. This was just adding this. He didn't do what he just put pieces together, but he didn't do the assignment because this has nothing to do with COVID. I mean, and Pomfret. And then this person added all just photographs and masked out. These are all photographs, and she put the virus in there. See, so you could use photography, you could use Illustrator.
So we can use a few like photos, right? Like she
Oh
did.
yeah,
Kinda?
yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't all like
But
how
you
we
can't
trace
just
it.
grab a photo and make it, the whole poster. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that. So kind of put different photos and you can like, you know what, you
Yeah,
can put
collage it
different things.
together,
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
kind of like the Animal Project, similar. You guys have any questions?
This will be recorded so we can go back. I've been just a little busy with the phones here at the office, but
Yeah, I
I
just
just wanted to at
recorded
least
it.
yeah, I just wanted to at least be in the meeting just so I could see exactly what you were doing, but
Brandon, do you have any questions?
No, not that I know of. I could just go back to the.
Yeah, so one more thing I'm going to add. On the reverse side, you know how I was importing images into Illustrator? You could build the poster in Photoshop. So if you go to File, New, and make sure it's 11 by 17, and you got to make sure it's 300 pixels per inch and RGB. you create the file, and you can, do all your stuff in Photoshop and grab stuff. You can use, say you want to use this thing that you created in Illustrator. All you got to do is copy, Command C or Alt C on a PC, or Control C on a PC, and Control V. And now you've got the shape in Illustrator. I mean, in Photoshop. And then you can start building your stuff out in Photoshop, So you don't have to do it all in Illustrator. You can use Photoshop to design your poster, but make sure it's 11 by 17 at 300 dpi or pixels per inch, because that's print resolution. You guys feel like you got some good advice?
Definitely.
Cool. Well, this project's going to happen for a couple of weeks. So, spend some time on your sketches. Don't start doing the poster until I approve your sketches and mood board. So, because I might go, I like this sketch, or I like that sketch, or I like part of this sketch and add it to this sketch. So, don't start working on the poster until you get approval.
So we need to get approved by you
Yep.
before we work on it.
And what you want to do is, if you make several sketches, put them in a folder and compress the folder as a zip file, because Charles uploaded one sketch and he wasn't able to upload the other ones into the thread for some reason. So just put them all in a folder and zip it, and then upload the zip file, and I'll be able to see all your sketches.
And where would we upload that to?
It's under discussion. There's a forum that says Project 1 Sketches.
Oh, okay. I just saw that on the page. So upload the sketches we want to use for the poster, and then you will go ahead and make sure that those are okay, and then we make the
Yep,
poster.
and I will this weekend or whenever, I will get back to you as soon as possible so you can move forward. After the sketch is done, then you're going to start looking for references for your artwork or whatever for your mood board, and then upload the mood board, and I'll okay the mood board. I just want to see like the flavor of your poster, and that's what the mood board is all about. So this is standard procedure for graphic design, creating mood boards. I mean, you even create mood boards for website development, so or logos, or whatever. So it's a good habit to do sketches and mood boards before you create your final work. Okay?
So a mood board is kind of just like everything that we would put into our
Yeah, so
our
I sent a link. Hold on a second. I sent the link in the Oreo doc of the content where the content for the mood board is. And it explains what a mood board is on the website. So if you go to content and it says, what is a mood board? This talks about what a mood board is. See, these are mood boards. They have a color palette, they have images, they may have artwork.
So that's pretty much just going to be like pretty much our color and our artwork for our for the poster, right?
Like if you need, like, say you need to draw a mask, but you don't know how to draw a mask, and you don't know what style of artwork that you want to do for the mask, well, go online on Google and find an image of something that feels like the mask that you want, and put it in your mood board, and then you could use that as a reference for your sketch or your poster.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like even for like designing a house, things that you would want to put into it. Because I did what's it called, interior design. I did do boards for that also. So you
Yep,
pretty much just put exactly what you'd want for your house or whatever like that
yep,
inside a mood board and put it all together.
yep. It's all this. This is why it's called graphic design. It's any design does that. Architecture, you name it. Product design. All designs have mood boards. And normally, if you're with a design team, they all work together to create a mood board, and they sit there and like talk all day about what should be on it and what should they take off of it, and then what they do is they show these mood boards to the client. So like if you were doing a poster for the state of Connecticut, you would show sketches and you would show a mood board before you did the poster, right? So
Yeah, I understand. Yep.
yep. So the client is going to see it. So cool. I'm glad you guys showed up because this video is really important. I was able to record it. So
Perfect. Thank you so much for all the information.
you guys have any questions?
Not right now. I think honestly everything you kind of pointed out is exactly what I kind of needed to hear for the project. But
Yep.
I'm gonna head out because I have to head to a meeting. But thank you so much.
Yep. Hey Brandon, how are you feeling about the class? I like that you're doing all the work.
I'm enjoying it. Also, I'm taking an illustration class as well, and
Oh,
both are
awesome.
really fun.
Yeah. So you can get used to drawing in Illustrator.
Yeah, I've used the illustration product. I've used a couple of them. I've used Illustrator, so I have some experience.
You know what? If you also use Procreate or any of those, drawing tools in Photoshop or whatever, you can import those into Illustrator as well. So if you want to do your artwork in one of those programs, you could do that too.
All right. Yeah, I have one question. Did you want us to start our sketches on paper?
Well, if you feel comfortable drawing them on an iPad, that's fine too.
Uh,
So whatever, you could do it on paper or whatever. I just want to see sketches.
okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, have a great
All right.
weekend. Do you
Cool.
have any questions?
Nope, that was the only one that I had.
Are you an art major?
Um, I'm I'm not an art major.
Oh, okay. But you're getting into illustrations, classes and stuff like that just for fun, right?
As requirements for what I am majoring in, and it's also fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Well, if you need any help along the way, I'm here. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. You have a good weekend.
You too.
Okay.